Yeah, you tell that story. What kind of story is that?
New banks and infinite. Rivers.
We need to drop you, dog.
First off, I don't even know why you put my drop with that boy drop. You know I.
Cause like I was thinking this was a long-term thing.
Yeah, but you need to hold your head, man. You ain't focused, bro.
You good? You in good spirits today?
Bro, you fucking ain't hungry. You know, I'm placing no wings around the time like that.
You could order some wings. You know, we got an app called Craven. Yo, you ain't got a
But Craven trying to push your head off a little $15, eh?
well.
$15.
Hungry? Not me.
$15 for the delivery while wherever you're going. I guess they say it depends on 5 years. Go from there.
Oh man. Welcome to episode 37 of the 2 for 2 podcast. 37, right? Should be on 37. I'm your host, Rivers, here today with a really good friend, co-host. Banks is here. What's up?
Okay, 732, what to do with it? Not the banks.
We also got Tali, Yuri, Humphrey on the cameras. Everyone good? You good? You alright? Who that? Him? Why? Well, you gotta tell me this. I never heard this. Now I'll ever tell you on the story what they used to call him on East Street.
What they used to call me? Let me hear this.
You really want me to do that?
Please, I remember.
I can tell you. I can tell everyone off camera.
Yeah, I want to hear that shit.
Everyone know
Get
that.
your beak.
So you good?
Yeah, man.
What's been new? What's new with you?
I got one skin and rob on a hammer truck. Christmas coming. You know, Grimes go up during Christmas. I need to make this money. You know how thing go.
Well, you let me know when you do that.
You already, I want you to shop with me.
Nobody, I got a life to live. I can tell you that right now.
Wait, this is
Beautiful
me.
life to live.
One thing you come in to
One
really
day I
do.
got some kids.
One thing you come in to really do is die, boy.
That's true.
So let's we prolong it. Let's just get speed this wife up, dog. Get this money. Leave our money for the kids. Go fat some up now.
I gotta have some kids first.
Go fat some up now. We made this Robbie, and you leave the coin. That's right.
Yo, big conversation over there while we recording, please. Yeah. So yeah, you just planning robberies. That's all you doing.
But it's, it's rough out there. But that, this lower biases and lifestyle, I didn't tell you before this ain't working, but I go in the way day in and day out, and it's rough. Things going up in the food store. I see one picture the other day. Egg card must be what, $11.59. That probably was wrong, right? That probably was wrong, right? But things going up, bro.
Egg is like $7-8 now.
That's what you trying to say, like, but it's rough, bro.
Really expensive.
I see minimum wage going up the other day, $2.60, right? But they ain't increasing my pay. So maybe it's why I close to the minimum wage night. I need everybody raised too, bro. I need this
But,
money.
Honestly though, I wanted to get on shows later. I can tell you all about this documentary I started watching. But that goes to the point. Well, that documentary ties into what you're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of what you want to do in life, you can't do it living an honest life. You know, even if
Facts.
it's blue collar crime, you can't do it living honest, law abiding citizen life.
But we know this though. Everybody know this. This has been a proven fact for generations. Even with the politicians. What do you think the politicians is do? Stock money up for their kids. They don't give a fuck about the Bahamian people. They robbing and grinding us fucking dry.
Allegedly,
No,
this
this
is
what
all
it
alleged.
is. This is what it is. Y'all stinking suckers. This is what it is.
You can get this podcast through off there.
But we all know what it is, though. We all know. I don't think I know anybody in the bounds who haven't inherited that money. Who hasn't inherited that money? Who got rich? The right way. The right way. Nobody. If y'all know somebody, y'all let me know. Everybody do some little illegal activity, and then they pump it into legal funds. But they get you doing something illegal, they send your ass to jail. Oh, what about you? What you doing over here? No, man, come on, let's go. Jail.
To what extent?
In the world, though.
Honestly speaking now, to what extent you would be willing to go for a large lump sum of money?
I know, babe. How large we talking?
Let's say we hitting 7-8 figures.
Hold on, I gotta go to jail, like jail.
I'm saying, to what extent? I won't be willing to know.
But if I gotta go to jail, I don't know if I fucking with that. If I could go and shoot over the police, at the end of it. But jail's a serious thing, though. You know, do 15 years in jail?
So you wouldn't do 15 years in jail for 15 mil?
At my age now?
Yeah.
No, but you gotta be crazy. What I can do when I come out?
Now?
Same age as you, nigga.
So you'll be 47 when you come out there.
I can't do that. What I can do at 47 years
You'll
old?
be 50 with 15 mil? That's your prime, nigga.
47?
No, you'll be 50 or 52. That's
50,
your prime.
yeah. Nobody.
That's your prime.
Nobody, hold on, you can't count. I'm 50, so I be 48.
48?
Yeah. I be 48. 15 years?
Yeah.
48. Yeah. Yeah, I gone. Nobody. 15 mil, 15 years, 15 mil?
That's your prime.
So hold on. Every
That
year,
sounds
every
like a good big for me.
every year is a mil?
Yeah.
If every year is a mil, let me do 3 years and let me flip my 3 million. Let me do 3 years and then flip my 3 million. What you think? Let me do my 3 years and then flip my 3 million. I ain't doing no 15 years though. You gotta be crazy. I sure I can flip my 3 million.
You get a new tattoo. Where you get it done from? Oh, you been in Orlando do it?
Yeah, that's in the October.
You do Numbing Green? You know what I notice now? Like the older I get, I can't take the pain no more, you know. And I got like maybe four more big tattoos I want to get before I say I done with tattoos. One I want to finish my leg, and then I want to get another one on my arm, maybe my back. That's where you gonna go, right? Yeah, I can't take the pain no more though. I is a pussy now. I just have to take the Numbing Green.
I like the honesty.
But that shit still don't work. So what we got to talk about? We didn't have anything lined up for the show, honestly, but we got some stuff we could talk about. Ain't nothing much happening in entertainment. What happened? New music. We could talk about new music. SZA album came out. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I will before the week out for sure. I will listen to it. With the exception of "Fuck You" and
That's a bad one though.
Yeah.
That's the gals among them.
yeah, that song "Fuck You" and is another one that she had already out for a single. I think the album should be a great album. What's the other song? "Used," right?
SZA's a gal who sing.
Good Days.
Okay.
Yeah. The album should be a good album. I expect it to be good. Like I said, I'll get to it before the week out. A Boogie came up with an album.
I just-
Versus Myself.
I just listened to one of those songs from today, though.
And he brought out a deluxe the same time. So
I don't like A Boogie no more as much as I used to when he first come out.
I feel like Ian is as toxic as he used to be.
The heartbreak me give him. That's what put him on the map.
Yeah, I hate when artists fall in love. They stop putting out good music, honestly, in my opinion. But
Guys won't leave him though. You ain't bust out some new shit, you know?
we waiting on that. We waiting on you, A Boogie. Shout out to A Boogie. Check out the Me Versus Myself album, SZA SOS. That's the only 2 albums I know about. That's the only 2 albums I care that I saw. So that's it. Me ask you a question. In your opinion, who's the artist of the year?
Well, you know I can go with Baby. But
Lil Baby?
yeah. I see Dirk like he about to
That's a
drop.
close one.
He like he about to drop some new shit. Who you picking? Who you close with?
Hold on. Let me get it. We need to unpack this.
I don't know if I could say artist of the year, right? But I feel like I could say CMG, Cardi Y. That's the label for the year. Like all his artists, Moneybagg Yo, Glorilla. Who else he get? Black Youngster, but Black Youngster ain't dropped nothing. But CMG they come on up.
You feel like that was the label of this year? Like that was doing that day?
I think so.
Yeah,
ESTG, yeah, name, yeah.
Yeah, I could agree with that then.
But artists, I mean,
so,
you know,
yeah, you
he's-
say Baby. Because I, like, besides...
Baby or Drake. Baby Drake or Dirk. Drake
I
or
gotta say
Dirk.
Not this year.
That's what I'm saying. But these niggas who you got one of those
You gotta
niggas who
pick
drop.
one.
You got
Pick one.
well, it would be Drake. It'd be Drake over Baby, obviously.
So Drake got the...
Baby won 2021 with the what the song name he do for them Bigger picture. When you drop that. So, baby.
I don't know if I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I put
I know what you mean.
Certified Lover Boy when I came up last year.
Yeah, not certified. The next one, Beautiful Nightmares or something. Yeah, something like that.
With 21.
No, the one before that. That dance shit.
Dark Lane, Dark.
No,
Lane,
some nightmares. Some nightmares, but
We got the full
Beautiful
Dark
Nightmares?
Lane Memos or something like that. Huh?
no, but some nightmares, but
Lil
right.
Baby or The Baby?
Little Baby. But you know what? You listen to the baby?
No.
I was gonna say I don't listen to.
I do.
Honestly, never mind. Boom. I know some of that.
What was on that song? I remember on the album. Oh, that was the dance album, right?
Yeah, what you say?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I don't know if I'd pick Drake this year for Artist of the Year. I probably
We had a lot of niggas who had their shine for a minute and gone. So, like I said, I don't know how to pick an artist
You just be talking in totality, you know.
for the year, or you mean in general?
I talking about in totality, Artist of the, not just rap.
Oh, but you know I don't listen to rap. You know I don't listen to all about it. You know how they go. Chris Brown.
You think Chris Brown?
Oh,
Fine.
who?
I even forget about Bad Bunny.
Who?
Damn, Bad Bunny. Puerto Rican do it.
I don't know these people.
He breaking, he doing some numbers, like real numbers.
What do you mean, boy?
I would go top 3. Bad Bunny. Then I'd have to give it to Drake and then Lil Baby. But Lil Baby in a lower tier for me. Lil Baby more on. But that's always.
What's Taylor Swift? That's country?
She's a pop artist.
Oh,
She's a pop artist.
all right.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
In a
always-
rap. No, I don't know. It's like she never did no rap guy, no.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't even think she. But I ain't gonna say it.
Exactly.
I don't think she like black people too much, especially after Kanye.
Oh
If
shit.
you ask me. But yeah, yeah, Taylor's always in the running for me, so I don't even count up. Who you think got the best album of the year?
I don't know. I like the Drake and 21 album. Don't get me wrong, I used to like Fat Boy, Rod Wave.
But I don't think his album sell that much. I think his album did that well.
I think. Oh, Khaled album then.
Khaled album did.
I don't even. But Khaled ain't an artist to me, man. He's DJ. He's a producer.
Yeah, but his albums.
Yeah, his album. Yeah,
Collection of his work.
yeah. So Khaled,
The Khaled had the best album this year.
between Khaled and Nas, King Disease Tree.
King Disease 3. Yeah, that was a really good album.
Yeah.
I still would have to put Kendrick Lamar album over that though.
I think Roddy Ricch is. I don't like him as much as I used to, but I like him in every season. Rocks in the middle. The one with him and Marshmallow. I laugh at. That's my Roddy. I like him with his first album. Forget what? Sorry for being antisocial. After the line, he hit a hit every now and again. The box and shit like that. Like he hit a hit, but it ain't
His sophomore album wasn't received as well
right.
as the first one did.
Right.
He
So
just came up with something last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. It was,
you see him feed tree.
yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't like. It was better than his second album. To be honest.
He dropped a singer with him and Dirk, evil twin or twinning, and I like that. Like I used to like Roddy.
Uber Jacksons you have to carry next year.
I think Dirk coming with some shit. I think Dirk trying to get some of his niggas on, some of his ODF niggas on, but I think Dirk can bust back with something.
Best new artist to you right now.
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Yeah. Hip hop. Glorilla. That song's running the road, bro. That fuck nigga free is free. That Gascara's anthem. What the next one name tomorrow? That shit be busted. Cardi fucking gone wild on that. That was nice. Yeah, I give it to Glue.
So you
Even and then Drake
want
just
Beyonce
pop
album
up.
in now?
But I don't listen to Beyonce, bro.
But I mean, we're not talking about who you like. I'm talking about what sell, what did well.
She did good high numbers.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's Beyonce. She also high numbers. People like Beyonce and Drake, they shouldn't even be added in certain conversations. But it's like that shit is already biased. It's like you already know that followers are gonna.
yeah, but see, with nowadays streaming compared to album sales is different
Right.
because they count album sales. I think every 1,000 streams is album sale.
That's one opposite?
Yeah, every 1,000 streams. So it's kind of difficult now to count the numbers, but that's how they calculate who does well in streaming field and album sales and stuff like that now. So
Next year I think. Well, I've seen some things from Young Money trying to do some artists. They might have one or two little hits next year.
Young Money. I had a conversation with someone the other day on how significant Lil Wayne is and still is right now in the game. Even though his music might not be as relevant in this day and time.
Mm-hmm. You mean the old music?
The old music, and now, like, what I find so significant is that the fact that music has changed and he's still been able, like, he's still the catalyst. So you see a lot of young artists or hip-hop albums might come out and it has a Lil Wayne feature on there still. That says a lot.
Yeah.
That says a lot about Lil Wayne. That says a lot about his caliber in the rap game. I remember a point in time, and I don't think no other artist had this effect on niggas. When you brought out a song or you brought out a single,
Featuring Lil Wayne.
no, that's not even it.
What?
Niggas used to be afraid for Lil Wayne to hop
on that beat.
song,
Okay, yeah, you're right.
their own song. Like they used to be afraid to release records, because they're afraid of Lil Wayne to hop on them. That's the effect he had on the game, say for about a 4 or 5 year span. That's crazy to me.
But Lil Wayne, after the Carter drop, that was it. The nigga was retarded, bro. Like, that was it. Then Drought Tree. No, Lil Wayne was, listen to me. I've been a Lil Wayne fan from Lights Out. The Block is Hot.
Right.
I used to be walking around, place my little singing on my little banana thing, and he's fucking a hot boy. But it was one point after, because remember Hot Boys remember Cash Money going through a transition where they fuck up everybody. PG gone their way, Turk gone their way, Juvenile, then Lil Wayne is only Lil Wayne. Right. So I'm saying, like, and then he took a little break, and then he dropped the Carter. And then boom, this nigga still a nigga. Then the Carter 2, and then Drought Tree and all the mixtapes and all the suffix and all that shit, like, that shit was, boy, Wayne was that shit, but Wayne been that shit from, like, for me, Wayne been, but like I said, Wayne always been a nigga, but from the Carter drop to now, he started to get weird to be with certain digs, but even on God Did, his verse on God Did, that was nice.
There's been a few features this year alone when Wayne left Earth. Like, he went crazy. He went crazy on the Chris Brown record. Chris Brown and Young Blue. He went crazy on God Did.
He nice on Dingham too. Jim Jones, We Set the Trend remix.
Yep.
I like that. I like him on that.
Like, he still has a major effect on hip hop, and to me, that's phenomenal.
Him and YG just dropped a song, Miss My Dogs.
That's crazy. We're going on almost 3 decades of Lil Wayne.
So you think
being at the top.
Could you compare Lil Wayne to Jay-Z? Or no, that they did.
Yeah, I think they 1A and 1B, if you ask me.
I like. Well, obviously I like Wayne more than Jay, but Jay, as of recently, because I have this debate all the time with my coworkers. These niggas love fucking Jay-Z and Kanye West, right? And I tell them, but I think Jay is overrated, right? But I used to think that, but some things these niggas be dropping. Like, what the fuck is this nigga overrated? I'm like, he just, you know? Yeah, but like he's saying some shit like niggas he didn't catch it. That's why, you know? But and then Wayne and say some things you catch yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck is what he's saying? So, but same thing with Jay. Same thing with Jay.
Like real G's moving in silence like lasagna. I didn't catch that till maybe like 2 years ago. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, like even like if you listen to God's Dead with Jay, but if you I think when white guy from news, he break down like a lot of shit, and he's like, motherfucker, like quadruple entendres, this nigga running on it, but like Jay hard, bro. So it's Jay and Wayne for me. For me.
That's crazy. So, in other news, it's alleged, well, the killers of Takeoff were allegedly charged for the murder. We have the names. Anyway, can I pull up the names? You can talk while you pull up the. I'm free.
The guy named Lil Cam.
Yeah, well, he was in charge with the murder. He was only charged with possession of a firearm. Yeah, DJ Pot. That's the name. Pot Xavier Clarks, and he requested a $5,000 grant from the court to help him hire an investigator for the case. Because I honestly, in my opinion, I don't feel like he was the one that shot Takeoff. I feel like, should I say this? I feel like he taking a fall in some way.
For one of the bigger niggas about a Jay Prince and group. But
yeah, it's just funny to me. It's funny to me in this era and in this time. I don't want to come off insensitive to any victims or anybody that's suffering and that's this loss. Like I said, RB to Takeoff. But in this time, it's kind of difficult for me to believe that no other surveillance footage came out on this case. Like when Nipsey got killed, I think that day or the next day we had surveillance footage from the gas station of Nipsey being shot. They were in the shopping plaza with hundreds of stores and stuff like that. Cameras all around. And for investigators or for them to keep that information private for so long is kind of strange to me. That's only my brain. You know what I mean? Don't take my word for gold, but that's just how I feel.
I mean, okay, I get what you're saying, right? But you think Jay Prince that big enough to have that kind of impact?
I don't think he's that big to have that kind of impact. I think he has that much relationships.
That's the same thing then. If I can make a call to you or Humphrey and like, yeah, but that wide for me, then yeah, that's the same thing.
That don't mean you have to be that big because like
my relations make me who I are. That's a part of my power.
Yeah, but understand what I'm saying. Me being that big, if this gets out of hand in some way, no matter how big he is, he can't do nothing about that. If it gets out of hand, the relationship he has could keep things subtle.
Okay,
keep things on the wraps for a while.
Okay, just like how you say it takes so long for footage to come out because he's that big. They been working on shit together to do this and do that.
And all you have to do is pay a couple of people. That don't mean you that big. Just spend your money.
You gotta be fair too. The niggas are taking money.
Oh yeah.
But you gotta have some kind of respect, though. You gotta have some kind of respect, though. Nigga, run Houston, bro.
I wouldn't say you run Houston. I wouldn't go that far.
Why?
I wouldn't go that far to say
who bigger than Houston than Jay Prince? Who bigger than Houston?
Bigger in terms of what?
We ain't talking the government.
No,
anything.
What are you talking then?
Bro, the nigga got influences. He got money.
He big in Houston as an executive.
That's it? You think that's it?
That's the relationships he has. He has relationships in music. Obviously, he has relationships with police departments and stuff like that. Okay. So, what do you mean, like, big in what sense?
Bro, from you big in
the I think their reputation perceives itself. I don't believe. Yeah, but I still don't believe they have as much power as people think that they do.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
That's just my opinion.
But you'll be surprised who be pulling these strings, but if nigga was big enough, okay, let's look at Drake. Drake got plenty more money.
Let me ask you a question. How many people you see they ain't that big on the road, or they don't have like a huge name on the road. They getting some problems. Them or their family may have money, and they just skip right past it.
But when you have money, you get in certain rooms with certain people that means you build certain relationships.
That don't mean
That
you
is quiet. But yes.
That don't mean you big. I
What that
really
mean?
agree with you. They're known, but I don't feel like they have power to a certain extent. Like to say they could go to the mayor with this case.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think they could go to the mayor and I think they could, like I said, I think they have power in the police force, the police department.
So if
They can kind of keep things under wrap there, or keep them from giving out information to media.
But one thing with the police force, but police force come after a crime is committed, bro. If a nigga big in the road, I could send Humphrey with this nigga door and call this nigga, bro. I got this nigga outside your door right now. Times the man come you done dead. The street's bigger than that shit, bro. That nigga big, bro. He can make some things happen. And as we see, he made some things happen. When he go on, when he make out the statement saying whoever it is can't hide behind me, then boom, little cam come out, then boom, little pot. After he made that statement, that's when people start coming out, bro.
That's not what happened.
I'm just giving an example, bro. If he didn't speak,
They had the footage that was taken at the scene, implemented Lil Cam. So the internet is the reason why all this information is out.
but
Because
God,
the internet investigators did their part.
at the end of the day, nigga bigger than Houston, bro. Ain't no one bigger than Houston in the streets than Jay
I
Prince.
wouldn't say that.
Who bigger than him in the streets?
You have niggas like what's his name? What's the artist's name?
You ain't even
Just-
Not Slim Dougie,
No, not Slim. Man.
not Trader Judy.
Would you let me talk, please? My God.
Are you trying to help you?
Who's the artist? He just ran on with he ran on with Jay Prince Jr. online. I forgot his name, man. And he was like, when Takeoff died, he tweeted saying if Takeoff was with me, that would have never happened to him. Wow. So no, not Wack. That's not Wack in LA. It was a Houston rapper. So he was like, Jay Prince Jr. answered him, and he was like, what do you mean by that? So he said, I say what I said. I meant what I said. If Takeoff was with me, that would have never happened to him.
He's Houston rapper?
Yeah.
Scarface?
No, not Scarf. This a younger rapper, man. I forgot the name, but what people don't rate him because of his attitude, to be honest with you. People just feel like
He just come on the jail, too, though.
Yeah, to me,
Jazz has more respect.
Jazz a bit more humble with it. To me, Jay Prince Jr., like you said, he just living off the image and likeness of his father. The relationships his father built through the business. Mind you now, Jay Prince is known more in music for what he did as an executive, you know. People see, all right, let me tell you what happened. And I watched a story on this. People tired of two things. A few of the things that he did, or not what he did, but his kids did, preferably Jay Prince Jr., was made themselves known for quote unquote extorting rappers when they come to Houston. Meaning you come, you check in, we protect you. If you don't check in, something may happen to you. That's the reputation that his kids built. That tied on to him, you know, on his name. You don't never see him following suit with, oh, these rappers have to check in, these rappers have to quote unquote when they're in Houston.
Yeah, because he old school. He about the business. He might have been extorting niggas in a different way, where he ain't got, but you gotta keep in mind, nigga old school. So when niggas doing these shit, internet and all these things wasn't even out, so he might have been doing that too.
You have to look at music. Music is from the executive standpoint, is an extortion. So yeah, they have a few people that may have gotten gypped from him or whatever the case may be, but it wasn't outright like they had some form of mafia influence on hip hop. No,
Man, that's
that came with Jay Prince Jr.
Okay. So Jay Prince Jr. is one who started it, Mob Ties then.
Mob Ties is Jay Prince Jr. brand.
Okay.
That has not Rap a Lot is senior.
Okay.
Rap a Lot Records. Yeah, I well obviously I saying he do have a reputation in the streets. I'm saying to what extent? Because you could get some call anyway. You could get some calls to happen in the street. Yeah. That story ain't happened the way that happened.
Yes, old
we
boy.
we go.
Jazz is the one who turned over drink a little bit.
Hey,
Let's make it clear. Let me be
hold on, man. Hold on. We recording. But that story didn't go the way it went, like the way they say. Like I said though, his relationships could get him to do or get certain things aligned. I don't think it to a substantial like extent to where he has the whole Houston rap on his hands. I don't think that's the case no more in Houston.
But you gotta keep in mind, right? People like man all over the world, bro. From you get power, people want to suck up on you, bro. You know that? So if he had influence in the music, niggas who play ball like for example, James Harden, all the ballers will be up under the rappers in Houston. Boom. Then you get the politicians who will be with them. I show that, bro. All the things ties in together, bro. All the ties in together. For example, let's use Sabas example over here in the Bahamas. Sabas ain't a part of the government, but you only niggas in the government. He can call anyone in the government and get them to do anything for him.
I don't think anything, but he could make some phone calls. Yeah.
You don't think he can get them to do anything?
I think he has not anything. I think he has power to a certain extent. I ain't arguing with you. I don't think it's that detrimental.
But first off, just Bahamas.
Like
Money. Like you say, hey, this is all it is, money, right? You pay for this and pay for that.
But a lot of people who ain't big has money. So that's what I'm saying to you.
I ain't say famous, I say big.
Like I'm saying, if you paying people, you could get some things to happen. You don't have to be big to pay people. I'm saying
Big is a part of your financial status, though. I didn't say
you know
famous.
Millionaires walking around here, we don't know millionaires, but they could pay some people. They could do some things.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, okay, you saying Jay Prince big in Houston. He's the biggest thing in Houston. I don't believe that.
No, I meant streetwise. But go ahead.
I guess that's how you feel about it.
Well, what I'm saying is, what has come out now is that this pot boy, allegedly, probably like you say, he probably taking the fall for the crew or whatever.
So let's give the people some clear insight. They're saying that with the direction of Takeoff's wounds, Pat was the only one standing in that direction that was able to shoot him at that angle. So that's why he's being implemented right now for this murder.
Do they have footage of him shooting too?
They do have footage of footage of him firing the firearm, but it isn't clear to say who exactly was hit from which gun.
Okay.
They do have footage with Lil Cam brandishing a firearm, but they're saying that in the footage that they have, he doesn't shoot any shots or fire any shots. So,
but that's what's on camera with a gun.
Yeah, the reason he's been charged is for the firearm because he's a felon and he's in possession of a firearm.
Well, that sucks for him.
Yeah, so we'll see how this case unfolds. Another case I've been watching too. We spoke about it on the last podcast that didn't come out. The Shanquilla Robinson case, the lady that went off to Mexico with her friends and a day later she was murdered. Well, it's alleged that she was murdered. What happened was they had some incident where a fight video came out online.
Mm-hmm.
And before the fight video came out, her friends contacted her mom and told her that she was
Alcohol
suffering
poisoning.
from alcohol poisoning. Then moments later, or maybe like a day later, she passed away.
I mean, here's my thing. If me and you had a fight and I break something on you, why I think alcohol poisoning could even hold up for a while when they do the autopsy?
Well, it's being alleged that they took some funds from her. They used some of this funds to buy plane tickets back home, and like I said, it's alleged. Don't take my word for gold, but they used some of those funds to also pay the police department and the medical assistant that came there to the house, because in the reports, the autopsy reports, they have different stories. They're saying that she passed. In the police report, it's saying that she passed at 3 o'clock, and in the medical reports, it's saying that when the medical assistant arrived at the house at 3 o'clock, she was still alive. So it's two different stories, two different timelines. All this is alleged. This story is still under investigation, like I said. Prayers to our family and friends and loved ones. This is a sad story. That's why you have to watch some of the company you keep. I know that's a cliche thought and a cliche saying, but you really have to watch some of the company you keep. It seems to me she didn't know these people as well. She knew one or two of them, but I don't think they had a close bond, a close relationship with everybody on this trip. The more story that comes out, it seems as though, well, I'm feeling as though this was a plot from the beginning. Not to say kill her,
But the fight,
but to fight her.
right?
And that unfortunately resulted in her death.
You want to take me to a whole different country to fight me? We can fight around the corner, bro. Shit, that's some shit. But yeah, but when we had the conversation, like I said before, if I know you, I don't know Humphrey, I don't know Yuri, I don't know Bobby, and I go on a trip with all five of us, nigga, I sticking with you. Because I don't fucking know them other niggas. And then if it's five of us and Yuri want to fight me, use my boy, Humphrey's Yuri boy, whatever the case may be. I need someone that'll friggin', on my back. I ain't fighting around four niggas. I don't know the 4 y'all. Y'all might be planning the gang. My ass is correct. That don't make no sense. I trying to leave the scene. You're trying to line me up. That make no sense.
And contrary to popular belief, in this case, there has been no arrests made. There were stories that one or two of the involved parties were arrested, but that's not true.
No, so the girl who tried to, no one was
There's
arrested?
no arrests been made so far.
Damn.
Yeah. That's, like I said, prayers and thoughts goes out to our family. It's very, very sad story.
She's a mother
I've been
too.
watching this for a few weeks now. We didn't get to speak with it, but we a bit old. Brittany Griner has been released from prison in Russia. Prison swap.
People think that swap wasn't fair at all.
I don't.
The guy who apparently she was, or allegedly she was swapped for, was the Lord of War. You ever watch that movie with Nicolas Cage?
No, I didn't.
The arms dealer.
But I heard
But that's what
that
he's supposed to be.
He's extremely dangerous.
Yeah, it's like Russian arms dealer. Yeah,
Right.
that's what he's supposed to be.
He's like the Russian John Wick. Social media's be killing with the memes.
But yeah, like, I ain't a fair trade. A basketball player for freaking arms dealer?
I read something that was so profound to me. They're saying Brittany Griner was released from prison in Russia and brought home for weed. But yet they have thousands of people in the U.S. still in prison, sitting in prison today for weed charges that hasn't been released. That's kind of
But
crazy. When you
see,
think about
because
it.
their thing is, though, that's when weed it was illegal. So,
Yeah, but then you have to exonerate those cases. If you ask me,
boy,
in my opinion, I think that's how it should work.
it sounds good. And that's how it probably should work. But it's all kind of red tape and this tape and that, that's this and that. You know how the thing go.
Tell me something. Question:
Mm-hmm.
Should close family and friends support you or have to support you? Obligated to support you in a better sense?
I mean, they're not
Support your
obligated.
dreams,
They're not
support your journey.
obligated to, but it would be nice if they do. They should be the first persons, you know what I mean? Like I see you saying shouldn't obligated is the same thing. But boy. I don't know. I don't know, that's tricky.
You know,
Cause I've seen playing memes and it's kinda true.
Right.
You have strangers support you quicker than your family and friends, whatever. But you do have some family members who do. But not all do.
I feel like there's no obligation anyone to support you, especially close family members and friends. In certain cases, that could be detrimental to your success. Family members and friends, they have a certain obligation for your best interest at heart. Sometimes the things you may gamble on, they might not see that being feasible. So inadvertently, they can hinder you from doing certain things because of their fear.
I mean, seeing your vision.
Yeah, because of their fear of you not succeeding and them not wanting you to fail. So that can be a kind of an indictment on your journey. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like they're obligated to support you in anything you do. They should, like you. I mean, it would be nice that they do, like you say. But
It kind of comes with the territory that they do, you know.
I always feel like the people that are gonna make you most successful are the people you're strangers with, and you grow into a relationship, because those people they can see your vision without. Well, they don't have a horse in the race. So if you fail or not,
So their view on it is impartial, is unbiased. So
yes.
it's more clear.
So they can give you advice or they can push you in a direction without any strings attached. Compared to family may not want you to lose. So they might tell you, oh, stay away from that. Stay away from this. This may not work out for you.
As well as where they might have been in the business prior and see some things and give you some heads up.
Well, that's true.
You know, so it's a little bit of, it's a give and take, I guess.
But yeah, I always find it funny when people sit down and cry about, oh, their family don't support them, their friends don't support them in the things they do. That's all right. You got to understand the roles people play in your life as well. Things I could come to you with, I might not be able to come to Humphrey with. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
And people gotta learn that too. They gotta learn who you could go to with.
yeah,
and,
that don't mean they're a bad friend or a bad family member. You just have to understand people play
Aspects.
different roles in your life.
Yep.
So that's important to know too. What else we had to talk about? I mean, ain't got shit to talk about. You ain't making it no better because you never have nothing to talk about. Unless it's gals. Or,
But hey, I had my topics right. But you know my topics were based on, so no, let's not do that.
Well, let's go. Let's shoot it. We can shoot it.
No, see, I
make
don't
some
wanna
topics
have certain topics to talk about certain things if you don't have female guests, because I don't want to come off as if
Women
we just
guests. Women guests.
yeah, because I don't want to come off as if we just bashing women. You know what I mean?
Well,
I want women to
that's-
be able to put their input on what we saying. You know what I mean?
Part of being a podcaster is being able to articulate your thoughts in ways that you can maneuver around that.
You can
There's
articulate
ways-
your thoughts in many ways, and people be like, "Oh no,"
But that's fine.
You know that. But I mean,
it's ways we could have conversations
Uh-huh.
without coming off as bashing women.
or being sexist.
Exactly.
All right. The thought a female suggested this topic to me.
What's that?
She was
Oh, like I don't know. I mentioned last podcast, but like I said, sorry to cut you off. buddy. Hold your thought, please. But this is important. I mentioned in the last podcast that we, as of next year, we will be announcing on our Instagram page for our viewers to send us questions. It will be through a paywall. So you pay us $1, we accept your questions, and we'll pick which questions we discuss or have you a part of the show to discuss via call or text, whatever you feel comfortable with. I think that's a great way to interact with our guests as well as monetize the podcast. Not saying that it's all about the money. That's why I'm only charging $1. But I think it's a great way to start off the year and expand the podcast in a way. So yeah, what you were saying? your lady friend said.
Yeah, she suggested this topic. She was like, women who want man with money, but they don't have anything themselves to offer.
Go ahead. I'll let you answer this topic. 'Cause
A woman could bring a lot more to the table than they probably, give themselves credit for, right? A lot of women feel as if they need to get their bodies done and do these things, but if you have a guy that you're interested in, whether he has money or not, right? Certain things that you're gonna grasp from him when you're dating him. What is he particular about? What is his interest? A nigga might not need a woman who could cook and clean. He might just need a woman who could fuck him crazy and give him a wild time. You know what I'm saying? But if I dating a woman and let's say I got money, right? Let's say I got money. Let's say I got money and this girl, I dating a girl who ain't got nothing. But obviously she gotta look good. Everything. She gotta get money, right? But she might bring some quality to the table for me where I want to empower her now so she can make her own money. But these guys nowadays ain't interested in making their own money. They want to enjoy your money for the gram and go home break. That makes no sense.
Please don't fuck with my computer. I've been watching you with this for the past 15 minutes.
That makes no sense. What do you think, boss? What do you think on that?
My opinion is subjective because a woman's role, I guess, could be adapted depending on the male that she's with.
Mm-hmm.
I think most men that are of high value, they want a woman that, not say more so depends on them, but that they can lean to for support outside of their finances.
Right? Mm-hmm.
So I seldomly think that two alpha people can coexist in a relationship.
They ain't alpha. The women are not alphas if they looking for a nigga with money. Okay, if a woman is seeking or on the road to achieving her goals and she meets a man with money, that's different. These girls are not. They don't have no goals. Their goal is to meet a nigga with money. That's their goal.
Oh yeah, you did say women that don't have nothing, right?
Right.
And want men with money.
Right.
Yeah, I think that they have to establish what it is, who they are first of all.
Mm-hmm.
You have the there's nothing really wrong with that if you ask me. A woman seeking a man, you know what I mean, for financial support. I don't think there's nothing really wrong with that. You just have to know yourself as a woman. Okay, if you know you don't have nothing, right, you can't be a woman that doesn't have anything financially, and then you don't want to support your man morally. You don't want to be that, I guess, that nurturing nest. You know what I mean? You don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. You don't want to be submissive. You don't want to do these things.
You don't want to even be.
At the same time, you want someone to come there and take away all your financial burdens.
You gotta be understanding, because if a nigga got money, you best believe he got more than one bitch. I mean, it comes with the territory. If you meet a nigga with money, you want to get mad at him for cheating. That comes with the territory. Niggas who ain't got no money fucking cheating.
That's a whole nother conversation.
So you gotta be able to, be understanding in a lot of ways. So, but I mean the girls like who ain't got no ambitions, they ain't got a shit going on. Oh, I need a nigga who got this going on. I need a nigga that got that. Or these other niggas can't talk to me. Niggas who on their level or nigga who are slightly above them even, but they don't want that nigga because they want a nigga with money. That's their goal. And social media has been a part of adding to that narrative and that thought process in their brain, was where they feel as if this is the kind of lifestyle I want to live without doing any work towards my lifestyle.
You think that's the true belief now? I feel like a lot more women, they want to be more masculine in the sense of they want to be the person that is equal to or greater than their partner in a financial sense.
If you're looking for a woman who really wants a serious relationship, yeah. The generations that are coming up now, then relationships ain't really the major thing for them. It's about the gram, how we look. That's what I think it is. It's about the perception. It's not about the actuality of being in a serious relationship, making it work, and because you do have some women who are just controlling. I had a conversation the other day at work in the cafeteria, right? And this particular female was like, she didn't want to be with a nigga unless she could control him. She got to control all her niggas. And I was like, you don't want a man, you want a puppet. How you want a nigga you could control? What kind of man? So when it comes to the nigga breaking the house, which one y'all getting up in the middle of the night to defend the house?
So funny, right? I saw.
You know?
Long story short, right? I saw a documentary today with this guy. Well, this lady, she lost her life. Rest in peace. I don't know her name. She lost her life. 20 years old. Her baby daddy. She left her baby daddy and had a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And the baby daddy couldn't get over her. So he sent some 15-year-olds in to break into the house and kill a new boyfriend. I guess she got up and tried to protect her home and tried to protect the new boyfriend. And the new boyfriend jumped out of the window and they end up killing the girl.
Yeah?
The new boyfriend left her in the house, jumped out of the window, and they end up killing the girl. I don't want that. That's not, I mean, that's not a funny story at all, right? Like, I don't want to laugh because someone lost their life, but it's so crazy just how you spoke about it.
Yeah. Because it's like, if you want to control your nigga, and like you say, sorry to say that should happen, but who can get up in the middle of the night with the bottle of the gun to protect the home? It can be you or it can be the nigga. I just feel as if women shouldn't, I don't know, but I don't know if it's probably how we're being programmed, but
See, a lot of,
that's not a woman's role to friggin'
a lot of
be controlling.
a lot of women nowadays want traditional relationship. So when I say conditional, I mean they want to still be the head of the home, and they want you to pay make
All the
sure
bills.
cover all the bills financially. They want to still be ahead of the home, and they don't want to be submissive. You know what I mean? But they want you to be more submissive to them. I had women, and you know, it's a pet peeve for me. I've had women that before they even try to find out if I eat or if I'm hungry, ask me to cook them or bring them food. Like, that's, to me, that's so crazy. It's like, how could you say you want a man in your life, right? And one of the things women, one of the closest things that a man is making sure he's fed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's the closest thing to our heart. And you don't even try to do that off the bat. You want me to come out and be the submissive one. And, hey, you want something to eat? Hey, this and that. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of ass backwards in dating now. It's weird to me. I'm not saying as a man I can't feed you, but at the end of the day, I think just like how women think if we go out on the first date, the man should pay. I feel like if it's anybody that should be looking out for if a man eats, it should be the woman, right?
I care too much on that in that aspect. I don't disagree with it, but I don't care too much for that. It's like how you do, like,
bro. I ain't cooking no woman no meal first.
No. I never said that.
I'd never do that.
No. I take you to dinner first.
Exactly.
I take you to dinner first.
I feel like if you
I feel like if she want to know if I eat, that means that shows me that she's highly invested. So I gotta agree. She's highly invested. Most females don't give a shit if you eat. It's correct. You are correct.
This goes back to my point of me saying they want traditional relationships.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you want me to cover all the bills, but you don't want to do the things that women are traditionally known to do.
They want a
which is
traditional
make sure
man.
You're fed.
Yeah, they want a traditional
Make sure
man.
you're nurtured and loved and supported, but they want you to be the protector and the provider.
They want a traditional man, but they don't want to be traditional women. They want equality, right? I think as a video we sent in the group a while ago, and niggas like, back in those days, if you want a traditional man, you have to be a traditional woman. Whereas, are you a virgin? No, that's what the better, right? But you want me to be able to, provide for the home and do all these things.
With kids,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
another thing.
Yeah,
it's
so-
like, yeah,
My whole thing is we need to adapt to
don't-
the times that we in. If you want these, you can't want Bible days relationship and use a modern day woman.
yeah.
It makes no sense. Same thing with a man. Niggas want probably their woman to be completely submissive and all this shit, and they don't pay for everything. If you want your woman to be submissive, I feel as if you should be able to handle everything in the home financially, and then you could be able to handle everything else. If you want your woman to, be submissive. But most of the people nowadays ain't raising their children to be Bible days thing. Everything is modern. Adapt to the dime, stop to the dime. So relationships now are watered down. Viewers and values are watered down. And that's just what it is. That's just the direction we headed in. Now you do have a small percentage of people who still have those morals and those values. I mean, we tend to hold on to those kind of people if you find them or when you find them. But that's what it is.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, though, you watching any new shows? The reason I brought that up,
I watching the one with Sylvester Stallone, Tulsa King.
no, I've never heard of that.
Tulsa King. He's a old mobster in this. He's like 75 in this, but he's still strong and clean. He's like 76 in real life.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm watching now.
I came across a podcast the other day, My Expert Opinion. I watch it often. They had like other artists like Fat Joe on there. They had Fat Joe, Joe Budden, a few hip hop artists. One of the most profound interviews I've seen on there thus far is the Derrick Rose interview.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
This one in the barber shop?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see that. I just watched that sometimes too. You're right. I just watch clips.
Derrick Rose, to me, like, I wasn't a huge fan of him as he was playing, but now, like, as he's grown and he's kind of weighing himself off of the league and he's starting to, I guess, transition into other things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to see his value as a player. But I always thought of him as a loot person. Like, he wasn't sociable. He wasn't, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? The biggest on building relationships in the league. And he gave insight on that in this interview.
Mm-hmm.
It caused me to gain more respect for him.
Right, because now you're seeing it from this point of view.
However, something that I did take from this interview, and what I took from I watched a few other basketball documentaries this year. And something I took from every one of these documentaries or interviews that I saw was they've been lying to us, bro. They've been lying to us, and I feel like it's so profound how media controls how you think, what you see, what you believe, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Kobe Bryant is and was the greatest basketball player ever. Why I say that is, right? In every one of these documentaries I've seen about basketball, or interviews that I see basketball players speak about Kobe Bryant, they all speak about him in a sense that they had either some fair intimidation or motivation from him. Even players that were older than him or been in the league before him.
Mm-hmm.
They all, quote unquote, adopted their game to be able to either compete with him or
become
get
better.
in a way.
Right.
Like the documentary about the 08 Olympics team.
Mm-hmm. I watch that.
Like how they said the culture changed once they recruited Kobe Bryant.
The mindset.
Derrick Rose said his first 3 years in the league, he didn't go out. He didn't go to no clubs. He didn't go to dinner. He didn't go and do none of these things for his first 3 years in the league because he thought Kobe Bryant didn't do these things. It wasn't until they went to somewhere in Asia. They went to a tournament in Asia where this guy paid them a crazy amount of money to play in this All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
That all of them flew over there. Him, Braun, Wade, Melo, all them. They flew over there to play in this All-Star game. And Kobe was there too. And he learned that Kobe Bryant was relaxing and chilling and having fun. So he kind of got to see Kobe Bryant in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, shit. I wasted my entire career like trying to model myself behind you because I see your focus. And I see how you approach the game. Like, you don't talk to no one. It's this intimidating factor whenever people gotta face you. But to see you in a different light, it's like, shit. I didn't know you had this side to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, that's kind of profound, like, towards, like, just to speak to how great of a player he was. I don't hear, like, people say they had some intimidation playing against Jordan. But you don't never hear someone say that they adopted their game or they modeled themselves in a way because Kobe did it. I mean, because Jordan did it.
Kobe.
Like how they do with Kobe.
Kobe.
No, I know Kobe did that, but if you listen to Kobe didn't just take from Jordan. He took from Magic, he took from Bill Russell, he took from Wilt, and he would tell you who his favorite player is, Wilt Chamberlain.
I've always
He admired Jordan and he admired his game.
a lot of things like even some of the pictures like the tongue out, that shit right there, like a lot of things Jordan did that nigga was doing, bro. Like
Yeah, the way he walked, the way he
yeah,
his
yeah,
mannerisms.
yeah. A lot of things were modeled from Jordan. So if you saying Kobe's the greatest, Kobe did a shit from Jordan. So that still speaks to who Jordan
That
is.
don't mean that.
I've even heard Kobe spoke about one time, just like how you saying all this shit, right? Like Kobe said something where on the Players Tribune, he said that where he was watching SportsCenter and Iverson been on the whole night or whatever. I guess he's trying to get Iverson drunk, and Iverson come the next morning, the next day and drop 50. He said he's fucking mad. He said he was upset. He said he's studying, he worked hard, and then he beat Jordan. He beat Iverson the next time. So that was pure talent from Iverson. But Iverson drove him to be a better player. He has a scripture or whatever, and the Player Tribune speaking on that.
Yeah, I know. He said the same thing with Tracy McGrady. He said Tracy McGrady is one of the most difficult players he's played against.
Right. So,
But in terms of like when you talking to when other basketball athletes speak about playing against him, or it's always the same thing. It's work ethic. And
dedication to the game.
yeah, like it forced a lot of players to be as driven as they are today. And just the players, and more so the players that been around him. But that was an interesting interview I saw with Derrick Rose. Check it out. It's
I saw it. I saw it, and I was supposed to watch it to click it too, because I do watch that sometimes too. Like sometimes they be saying.
it also
If you
shed
right on
a
the spot.
different light on who Derrick Rose really is. Like I didn't know he was that type of person. Like I didn't like some of the things he spoke about and what he went through.
Don't forget now, injuries really fuck him up a lot. No, he was a solid
Spoke
nigga.
about that as well.
Yeah, he's a solid nigga beyond that.
I just
You want to see? I think Ja Miranda's did a comment on. I think he's saying he was modeling himself against Derrick Rose or something. Something he's saying in regards to Derrick Rose. He's the Derrick Rose of the league now, or the most stamina, or athleticism, or something like that. Because don't forget, Derrick Rose is a beast, bro.
he was.
Nigga was fast and could dribble. He boasting his head off.
And he said he called his MVP too. He called that shit before
Yeah,
he get it.
yeah.
He said it was his MVP. Yeah.
Nigga was nice, bro.
But yeah, that was a good interview. I started something today, Murloc documentary, the Murloc mystery. It's a documentary on Rudolph Murdoch, whatever his name is. He's the owner of Fox Network, or was the owner of Fox Network. But it's so pivotal where he started from. He started from this newspaper in Australia, similar to how the Punch is. So had controversial stuff. It had models and stuff like that. And at that time, it was something like people never seen or heard of. So it was controversial. And from there, he started buying off different media streams. He moved to the U.S., bought different media streams. Then he bought Fox.
How long Fox been on? How many years?
I don't know, 1960 something, 1970 something. I don't know, 1920 something. Who cares? But he bought Fox. Then he put the bidding out against CBS to win televised games for the NFL, which I think he bid over like $100 and something million over the regular budget. So we got everyone in shock. It spoke to what we were saying earlier, like some of the things he did to get to where he was now.
Illegal.
Like he had not illegal, but he had to push the boundaries a lot to do what he had to do, and that speaks to what it is to really be successful. Like you can't really walk the straight line when you want to become successful.
You gotta follow the
You
rules.
gotta bend the fence sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to. It said like he wanted to, like when he bought Fox. No, sorry, he bought another newspaper company called the Britain or the English London Press or something like that. He bought this company or said he bought the company because he had two newspapers in London, two newspaper companies. He bought one of the companies, and what he wanted to do was transition into the new one, and he wanted to fire the people that was working for the old company, but he couldn't do it. So what he did was he gave the union some outlandish demands that he knew that they weren't going to stand for, and it caused everyone to strike. And at that time in England, if you strike, you eligible to be fired. So he fired like 7,000 people without having to
Pay them off.
Yeah, pay them off or lay them off. So it's shit like that those businessmen do when they think out of the box to really get themselves to where they want to be. It's crazy. That's all I really have. I don't know if you have anything else to talk about. I ready to get out of here.
Your boy dead, the boy from Vox. On dog them. See if he can teach me how to get a lick.
I don't know, but I think he's in prison. I read something in the
After all that money in jail?
I think I read something in there. Yeah, he did some fraud invasion or something like that. But all that money and still in prison. So yeah, it's a really nice documentary to watch. I haven't gotten past the second episode, but I'll get there. I don't have anything else to talk about. I don't know if you do.
No, we Gucci. That's all the points.
Ready to get out of here. Good podcast. Wish we had some guests. The final episode is next week. We get that out of here. Start off the new year, right? Like I said, we got some new things coming in this coming year. Yeah, man. Holiday seasons is here.
What you buying the girls for Christmas, bro?
The holiday seasons are here.
Why you ignoring that, bro?
Remember to text your family members and friends and tell them you love them. Spend as much time with them as you can. A lot of people are depressed in this time. This isn't always the season for joy for everyone. So remember that. Keep that in mind. Keep your family members close. Keep your head on the swivel. A lot of shit is going on. A lot of people out there robbing. Try to stay safe. Try to make it home to your family. That's such a blessing nowadays.
What you buying the girls for Christmas?
Let's get out of here, guys. Till next time, may the universe grant us serenity to accept the things we can't change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We are out of here.
Thanks in infinite.